Okay guys, very briefly I'm just gonna show you the load because I have to leave. The sun is already setting. So this baby over here, so it's some kind of an industrial AC unit, and I asked him if I need straps. The broker says yes, you need straps. This thing is, you know, 12 feet tall. Imagine 12, 8, 12, so you would need like 50-foot long straps. I called the ship, I said, do I need straps? He says, no, there's eyes at the bottom. He says, that's how we lift it. And I asked him, any tips on how to secure this thing in order not to damage? He says, yeah, that's what guys do, just hook up to that side and from that side to here. And then they gave me the skid, you know. And I said, can we put it like this? Then I'm gonna put a chain here, right? The guy says, no, not enough space. We have to put it like this. So I said, well, I need space where to put my chain. I don't want to damage this, right? So he went back inside and nailed these two boards on the side. So I had to do it like this. Couldn't put the binder in there. It would damage this because it's very flimsy. So it's only like 15,000 pounds. So I use my shackles, very handy, and I got my permit with two axles up. I just said I have 5 axles, leave me alone, you know. But yeah, it's difficult to maneuver like this, and I had to back in there. So I came from here, then I had to go all the way there, and I did like a few crazy, you know, backs from the blind side. Almost knocked down the building, but just kidding. But managed to get in there. And they load you with the 2 cranes, 5 ton each. Oh man, it's cold. All right. And the broker, the French broker who gave me this load, sends me an email. Sergei, is your driver already at the shipper? What driver? Like, how can you talk like this to the president and the CEO, you know? Like, no respect. I'm the driver. Like, you didn't figure that out yet? I told you I'm the driver, right? And so I told him, I said, I have 30 minutes left to drive. Well, a bit more. The sunset is at 5:15, and so I have 30 minutes after that, right? So 5:45, and there's a pilot basically 70 kilometers away, so it's gonna be tight. But and there's a couple of weight station there. All right, what is this? Thank you for the update. Okay, yeah, I told her, I said, loaded, leaving shipper, have only 30 minutes left to drive till sunset. And this thing is actually, legal. Like the body itself, it's exactly 102 inches, because I'm guessing they were building it thinking about transportation, right? But for protection, they nailed some wood panels on the sides. And those wood panels, they stick out about 1 inch on each side.
Turn right onto Michigan 37 South Alpine Avenue Northwest.
Now you see, I have to go this wide, otherwise the rear wheels will hit the curb. And it's a bit taller than what they told me. And also, you know, the problem with these heavy trailers that you gotta look out for is, let's say my trailer, right? The spec sheet says 22 inches loaded deck height, which is 1 foot 10 inches, right? The only problem with that is
Next right onto Michigan 37 South Alpine Avenue Northwest.
the only problem is this is a 60-ton trailer. So when they're telling you 22 inches loaded deck height, what they're saying is that Yeah, it's 22 inches, all right, but you gotta load 60 tons on the deck. And so I hope you guys understand that when you load a unit like this, 15,000 pounds, what do you think happens with the trailer? Because the trailer is so strong and it's designed for super heavy loads, it stays up. So it's not 22 inches, it's probably really more like 2 feet.
Continue on Michigan 37 south for 4 miles.
Why are we talking in miles now? This Google, sometimes it has some issues, you know? Like everything is in metric, everything is in kilometers here. And when I went into settings, you can choose automatic units, then it switches to miles when you're in the States, which is actually pretty cool. In US, as soon as you cross the border, it starts talking to you in miles, and when you cross into Canada, it starts using you know, kilometers and meters and stuff like that. But I'm not used to miles. It's a very uneven number, you know, 1609 meters. Oh, check this out. A cop is sitting in ambush. Hello. Probably looking at his watch. All right. 5:03 now. 3 minutes past 5. Sunset is at 5:13. So 10 plus 30. So 40 minutes. So I gotta do 66 clicks in 40 minutes. But if I see that it's getting really dark, right before pilot there's a rest area. Eastbound on 96. Except that I'm so long, you know. And that pilot, I checked the satellite image on Trucker Path. It looks good, like you can pull through. It has double, I like those, you know, when they have not a single parking spots, but double, where people park, you know, back to back, and so I can pull into one of them and occupy 2 spots if I can find them. But as of like 5 minutes ago, Trucker Path was showing all green, like lots of spots. Because that's a very obscure truck stop. Oh, and another thing happened is that I decided to give it a try. Like one guy commented that he had a pool to one side on his truck, and his boss told him to swap the wheels. And I do it occasionally sometimes. I did it before on this truck when it was pulling to one side, but I don't think it helped. But now I figured, hey, if I'm to believe, as the alignment shop said, that my alignment is all right, that it's the tires, because there was a newer tire on the left, right? And so the truck was pulling to the right, but only when I'm in the curb lane, because usually curb lane is like this, right? And for some reason, because the right side was more worn out, it was just pulling here. And just out of curiosity, what I did is, there was nobody behind me, I was driving on a freeway, and I just moved to the left lane, and guess what? It stopped pulling. It was just going straight. And so I left, I spent a couple of days at the Walmart over there in Benton Harbor. That's where I saw those deer. And so I left Benton Harbor this morning, but the broker told me that there's a couple of trucks ahead of me, so they did want us to show up all together. Sheriff. And they said be there at 3. The sunset is at 5, right? Okay. And so I moved out to Love's. I left the Walmart, this morning, and I drove about 1 hour to Love's truck stop in Holland, Michigan, basically on the way here, and it's about 40 kilometers, so I don't know, 25 miles. And I parked there, went inside, had something to eat, and then I see they have a nice, pretty empty, you know, no trucks inside, tire shop. And the sign even said they do mechanical work. You know, like very few of them do this, but these guys say they do oil change and stuff like that. And so I knew that I can trust these guys a little bit. And I went inside, I said, if you guys are not too busy, can you swap my wheels on the steer axle? And I said, just don't dismount tires, just take this wheel assembly, wheel and tire on the from the left, put it on the right. And do the same from the other side. And the guy says, okay. And I said, you want my phone number? I'll go wait in the truck. He says, no, we'll pull you right in. Okay. Speed trap, is it still there? Where? Should be somewhere on the right. Where's the speed trap? It's probably a sheriff was sitting somewhere here again, like this. Too many cops here. Because this is Grand Rapids. And so they swapped the wheels, charged me 36 bucks. I know what some of you are thinking, that probably I should carry the tools myself, like the pneumatic wrench and a couple of 50-ton jacks. But you know, call me crazy, I don't do that. Like, otherwise I know I could have saved $36 US. And so since руки не из того места растут, I paid $36 to the technician. Anyway, and so yeah, so it stopped pulling to the right in the curb lane. Now there's a pull in the opposite direction, but very slight. So it became much better actually. Because before I was always, you know, I'm in the curb lane, and I have to hold my hand like this and always basically pull the wheel towards myself. Well, it depends on the road, you know. On some road it almost goes straight, but I finally got tired of this, you know, like, and I just didn't have time now to get those tires, right? So basically, in order to solve this issue properly, I need to get 2 tires, because if you remember when I had that tire explode on the left in Pennsylvania a few months ago, I couldn't afford 2 new tires because they were over $1,000 US. I think they were like 12 or 1300, those big 425 super singles. I think I gotta go left somewhere here. Sorry. Left tire was on the yellow line. Nice looking sheriff's car. Check this out. All black, very shiny black, and all the lettering is dark yellow, you know, not bright yellow, but dark yellow. Looks very cool. like you look at a car like that, you know, you want him to stop you and give you a ticket because you want to see that car close, you know, at close range. Okay, 96 east. I think we're turning left here somewhere.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto the I-96 East ramp to Lansing.
1,000 feet. We see we're still Imperial. Okay, 96 east. Keep left. I think this one.
Turn left onto the I-96 East ramp. In a quarter mile, bridge onto I-96 East.
Koksu! 150, 200, 250, point of no return, 350, takeoff. Take a while. See pretty heavy traffic. But the good news is that this is 96. So this goes east towards Lansing, right? And my truck stop is right off here. Come on guys, let me go. Thank you. Straight now, so it did became better. I like it. And so what else happened? Well, now I signed up for Italian. Right, I told you guys. I signed up for 6 months at babel.com. Somebody ran out of gas. The guy was walking with a gas can. And so now every night I have two hobbies now. First I play the accordion, probably, you know, like 30 minutes, and then I spend about 30 minutes studying, you know, basic Italian. So now I can say, and on the Bible, you know, when you get to your personalized page, at the top it says your name, and of course Italians have a name similar to mine, Sergio, right? Not Sergei or Sergei, but Sergio. And so I changed the greeting to Sergio, and so each time I open the page to start, you know, my online classes, it says hello Sergio. And so I just know basic words, you know, like buongiorno, ciao, sono Sergio, I am Sergio, come sta, how are you, buonasera, what is that, good evening, right? Buonasera. Figlia, I think it was figlia, daughter. So it's pretty cool. It's all colloquial, it's all real Italian speakers are talking in Italian, and then there's a translation into English, and then you do a bunch of, you know, fun exercises. It's very interesting. I love it. Always wanted to learn Italian. I think it's a great sounding language. And I forgot there was a phrase I'm supposed to learn. I keep forgetting it. Like basically, what's your name? Mi llamo, mi tamo, something. I remember sono. Io sono Sergio. Io, I, do, you, Leo, she, lui, he. That's all I know. Bene, grazie, signor, signorina, and of course, americano. I would like some americano. So, that's what's happening. My brother replied to my email that I sent on November 14th when I was trying to find a way to pick up my accordion. I sent him a list of countries where I can go without a visa. I said, do you have any plans for these holidays to go to any of these countries? And since we were not on talking terms, we had a lover's quarrel, so he didn't respond, and I figured, okay, he doesn't want to talk to me. And so now it's November 22nd, I see a reply, and he says, out of all those countries, the most practical where I could go, he says, would be Belarus. But he says that's about 10-hour drive. He says you'll probably get your passport before the end of the year, and I don't think so, because I still don't have a response. Like last response I had from the consulate, the Russian consulate, was September 22nd, basically 2 months ago. 2 months ago they said that they have my documents, they're working on them, and everything was submitted to Russia, and basically they're waiting for the response from the Russian Ministry of Internal Affairs, МВД, Министерство внутренних дел. And then I sent them probably 10 or 15 emails after that. They were all ignored. And so for now, I don't even have an answer. If my citizenship was confirmed, right? And then once it's confirmed, I have to do another bureaucratic game and fill out another application and pay another $91 Canadian and do the actual application for the passport. And then they say it can take anywhere up to 3 months. And so I called my mom a couple of days ago. I said, Mom, I'm sorry, I'm not coming. Like, I knew that I wouldn't be there on her birthday, which is, she's turning 85 on December 2nd. So I knew that, you know, the beginning of December, it's difficult for me, because usually there's still work. So I gotta make some money, because January, February will be slow, right? And usually when I fly over there, I fly right after Christmas. between Christmas and New Year, and then I stay there until maybe the second week in January, and then I fly back. But this time it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. The wall looks like this wall. There's no wall here. It's just like some plastic cover, and it keeps expanding, like moving. So probably that's why they have those wood pieces in there. Because yeah, I think that's what the guy said. He said, I said, why do you have the wood on the sides? Because that's what makes it oversized. And he says, we need wood to keep the plastic. And at first I didn't understand what plastic. And now I see what he meant. Like, because this side, it's pretty much all open, right? And so they cover it with this white plastic, and then they use the reiki, narrow pieces of timber that they bolted to the metal. Okay, mile marker 41. I need 67. Man, 41, 67, 25 miles. Yeah, it says 41 kilometers. You see, so that's all I can do. Because now we are 10 minutes after sundown, so technically I got 20 minutes. Says on the phone, Sergei, what happened between you and Alex? I said, what are you talking about? Well, I usually ask him about you, and he's always, keeps me posted, so I know, where you are roughly. Of course, she doesn't know the geography of the States, but she knows when I'm working, when I'm not working, because the brother would pass her, like, whenever I email him, he would pass that info to her. Because she doesn't have internet, she just has a basic, phone, like a button phone, a flip phone. Button phone, like, button accordion, so. And I said, so how do you know that we're not talking? And she says, well, I usually ask him, where are you? And he says, he's not getting any emails from you. And I ask him why, and he says, well, he got upset with me for some reason. So the brother does not know why I got upset with him. But anyway, it's all good. At least he sent me an email, so we gotta keep up some pretenses, right, for the mom's sake. But now since he wasn't answering, so now I found this solution, right? Hopefully my friend Alex, the American, Russian American, hopefully he'll pick up my second fancy accordion. Oh, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I wanted to reach the border today, but that's like 200 miles from Grand Rapids. So at least I will do, I don't know, 40 miles. So that would leave me, what, 160, 2.5 hours tomorrow. But I need to send money to my factory rep in Moscow. I owe them couple of $1,000, like the final payment for the accordion. Yeah, that one would be, man, black with red bellows with a white, you know, thing, what do you call it? Like a white figure like this on the bellows. Bigger buttons, bigger, a couple of extra folds on the bellows, which is useful. And that one will have 4 voices, 4 sets of reeds on the melody side, 6 sets of reeds on the bass side. So the one I have now, the basic one, has 3 sets of reeds on the right, 5 sets of reeds on the left. So that second one will sound, the sound will be much richer. And the accordion, it looked like a piece of art, you know. So stand by for the video. So once I get to US, to New Jersey, and meet up with Alex, and hopefully he'll bring my accordion, well, I'll go to a hotel and I do like an unboxing video or something. But I'll post it on my second channel, where I changed the name again. It was a Russian accordion, then it was Russian Garmoshka. Now we are back to Russian accordion. For some reason I decided I don't like Garmoshka anymore. And so those are the plans for tomorrow. Cross the border, get to Cambridge, send the wire to Russia with a payment, and then keep trucking east. So my delivery is just southeast of Montreal, maybe 40 kilometers. And I've been talking to one guy who has some kind of a machine, I forgot, 50,000 pounds, from Quebec going to Pennsylvania. And I checked their credit. The credit is good. The rate is okay. I said, let's do it. The guy said, okay, we have to set you up as a carrier. And that procedure, I don't know, took like 40 emails. Oh wow, look at this. Only now is the sunset, 5:28. Not 5:13. So from this point I have 30 minutes. Okay, cool. So we're gonna make it, because I only have 32 clicks to go, which is what, 20 miles. So I'll be there in just over 20 minutes. And so yeah, we start exchanging emails. The guy keeps sending me some stupid forms. Okay, I fill them out, and he sends me a carrier profile sheet. Okay, I do that one. Then what about your WCIB, you know, workers' compensation? I said, I don't have employees. I don't need to have workers' compensation. I said, I use a private health insurance. Okay, send us a confirmation of your health insurance. So I sent him a letter from my insurance company that it was issued in September, which says, yeah, you have coverage in place. Policy number is this. The premiums are paid until October 22nd. So I sent him this, and this morning this guy says, the letter you sent me, your insurance expired. Like, what? Like, when is this gonna end? Like, how long does it? I said, you're officially the most difficult broker in Canada to work with. Like, why does taking us 2 days to set me up as a carrier? I said, nothing expired. It's an annual policy. I pay monthly. That's what all the letter said. That at that moment, on September, let's say 27th, the premiums were paid till October. Because it's, but it didn't say, you know, I don't know why, but for some reason they didn't put the effective dates. Like on my trucking policy, it says coverage starts this day, coverage ends 1 year, right? So this one just says premiums are paid, so some weird letter, but you know, this guy, I said, that's it. This is the one, it's my annual coverage, leave me alone. You can work with that, I don't want to work with you. And then, as I'm sitting at Love's, waiting for 2 o'clock to leave the truck stop, I go to my American load board and I see a guy has a cat excavator from Quebec going to New Jersey, right where I want to be, where I want to meet my friend from Moscow with my accordion. I check the guy's credit. The credit is good. The rate is okay. I said, you know, when it's Newark, New Jersey or Baltimore, you gotta be careful because it can be a port, right? And when it's a port, quite often the shipment is in bond. And so this guy didn't say anything on the listing, didn't say anything about the tweak, that you have to have a tweak since you go to a port, right? Or the bond. But when I asked him about this, I said, where is it delivering? Is it a regular address, like a business, or is it a port? Does it need a bond? And I was right. The guy says, yeah, it goes to a port, it probably needs a bond. And I said, okay, I can do it, but I said, the guy I'm using to get a bond from, he charges me $450 US for one time. And I said, can you cover that? Can you ask your customer to add $450 to the price? And the guy says, I cannot add $450, but I can add $200 if that would help. And I'm like, okay, at least something, you know, at least it'll cover half of the bond and I'll swallow the rest. And that guy said he's traveling for the holidays, he's not in his office, so he's gonna send me the carrier pack, because I never worked with him before. He says, I have to send you the carrier pack, he says, around 2 o'clock. And I said, okay. I said, I'm loading at 3, so I won't be able to answer your emails, but now when I stop, if I see, you know, if I see an invitation to fill out that carrier thing, I hope this one is not as bad as the previous one. That one was from Canada. This one is American. And so yeah, if I feel everything is good, then he will send me the rate confirmation, and that will be my next load after this. So this one goes to Montreal, and then from there, I think his loading place is 2 hours away from my shipper, from my consignee. And then once I'm empty, I'll just go grab that cat and start trucking towards Newark, New Jersey, and then I'll have a few days off there. I'll try to find a hotel where they have enough parking for the truck. I think I remember one over there, but it was very difficult to get in and out. It was very tight. So right near the airport. So I'm gonna take a few days off in New Jersey, maybe grab a train or Uber and go to New York City, do some photography, you know. So those are the plans. And everybody's hanging back because I got my flashing lights on in the back, and people are afraid to pass. They probably think I'm like 16 feet wide or something. clicks to my exit. All right, we'll keep rolling. I think I had a full battery charge when I started. So I don't do too many night videos, right? So this will be one of those, and then I'll show you the truck stop. I hope they'll be parking there. And it's funny, right? I have a load 15,000 pounds, so I'm all legal weight, right? I'm only a couple of inches over. Instead of 102, I'm 104 wide, and not even the load. It's the pieces on the wood pieces on it. And they're still sending me through Detroit, right? You would think Grand Rapids, go to Lansing on 96, and then take 69 straight to Port Huron. No, that would be too easy. So they're sending me on 96 all the way down to Detroit to 696, and then 94 north to Port Huron. I mean, how bad is that 69 over there? If they don't want a legal weight truck, just 1 inch on each side, I'm oversized, and they don't want me there. I don't remember last time they allowed me to go on 69 with the oversized load. Tomorrow morning I'm allowed to leave 30 minutes before sunrise. So I'll probably set up my alarm for 1 hour before sunrise, go use the washroom, grab some tea or coffee or something, and 30 minutes before sunrise I'll leave the truck stop. Okay, exit 59. I need 67, so 8 miles. So the speed now is 100 clicks an hour, 62.15 mph. Altitude is, let me check. Oh, I think it's still 0. Probably slightly above the sea level, since this is Michigan. truck stop. It's just these miles are dragging. Okay, mile marker 60. 7 miles. I don't wanna get a ticket. Area. I remember this because I found it on Tracker Path. This was my kind of like a plan B. If I see that I cannot make it to the truck stop, I thought I would stay here. But there's no food, there's no coffee, right? Only, I don't know, 4 miles away from the truck stop. Area is empty. That's a good sign. Maybe the truck stop will be empty as well. By the way, I put this green accordion for sale. It's now on Kijiji in Canada. So if somebody's interested, let me know. It's in perfect condition. I got it in July this year, brand new from Russia. It has the what they call C system, and it was professionally tuned, and it's not exactly totally basic because it had a few options added at the factory. Here we go. 3 kilometers.
2 miles. Take exit 67, Michigan 66 toward Battle Creek.
subway. This road is so bad, like the truck is jumping up and down.
In half a mile, take exit 67 for Michigan 66 toward Battle Creek.
Pilot should be over there on this side.
Take exit 67. In half a mile, turn right onto Michigan 66 South.
Why are we turning right? Oh, there's no left turn here? So, pilot, which way is pilot? Pilot left. But it says left in. Son of a gun. Yeah, see?
Turn right onto Michigan 66 South, then make a U-turn.
U-turn. Didn't I tell you that we don't do U-turns? Man. Well, at least they left a big spot for. I checked that guy turned. There's a sign there that says no left turn. Okay, so now, yeah, you see this guy went in here. Okay, what is this? I think I'll have to do the same thing in the morning because I have to get this way, and since you have to turn around again. Okay, please don't be too busy, please, please, please.
Turn right, then turn right.
Okay, I remember this. Yeah, you go this way. There should be. Well, if not, I'll park here. Screw this. Man, and they have these. What do they call them? Curbs everywhere. Can I park here? No. Oh, it's a spot. Check this out. I got lucky. Let me just check. I saw some debris in there. Alright, that's it, boys and girls. Thanks for watching. So my new adventure began. So hauling industrial air conditioning unit, Grand Rapids, Michigan to Montreal, Quebec.